It's the Flex Zone Podcast, episode 385, all the way live. Only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. We are talking about all out of sports topics this past week. Of course, we got to talk about Lamar Jackson. Of course, we got to talk about those Commanders, and we got to recap the crazy weekend that was the first weekend of NCAA March Madness. But first and foremost, we continue our celebration of Women's History Month with another illustrious guest. You'll find out shortly who that is. Episode 385 and counting. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell. Flex On Podcast, new episode coming to you live right after this. That's right, episode 385, the Flex Zone Podcast. Only place, fellas, give me sports how you want it.
When you need it.
You guys know the vibes. Monday night in the man cave with the only show giving you sports how you want it when you need it. At the Flex Zone 1, Twitter and Instagram. Flex Zone Podcast on TikTok. If you want to donate, you can super chat us or hit the Cash App down below. The Flex Zone 1, flexzone1@gmail.com. Guest ideas want to be part of the Flex Zone experience. You guys know the vibes. Talking Lamar, talking Commanders, talking NCAA March Madness. Of course, we get goofy with Crevonte. And as always, we continue the vibes as we celebrate the month of March is Women's History Month, and we have another illustrious guest. But first and foremost, before we get into the intros, it was a tough, heavy weekend, Rod. You brought it back to my memory before we got started. A couple rest in peace. We got to, first of all, rest in peace to Lance Reddick and to the actor who played Nipsey on Martin, who's a part of all of our childhoods and teenage years. So we want to do a quick moment of silence for those individuals. May they rest in peace. Thank you, everybody, for that moment of silence. Again, as we said, may they continue to rest in peace. Memories that they will leave with us and their loved ones for years and years to come, as their legacy will never, ever die. But God's favorite host here, you guys know the vibes. I cannot do this show alone. This next man is our social media producer, makes the stream pristine, and he always tells them one thing.
Finish him, Daddy.
Big Raj, how you feeling, brother? I told you would like it.
And you know Daddy is going to finish him. But Big Raj is in the building. You know, I'm here for another stream. Got another illustrious guest. And I'm happy to do the show tonight. You know, fellas, as always, this is what we do. We do the Monday night special, the Monday night Flex Zone. This is how we get down. We finish them, Daddy.
Yes, in case you did not hear it, one more time for Big Raj.
Finish him, Daddy.
Oh.
Finish him, Daddy.
I had to make. Raj, you've been working hard, man. That's the least I could do. I had to make a drop for you. But this next brother, he is the Commander Lord, and he is the voice of reason. He is the captain of the goofy ship, and it's only right.
Those haters can't stand us.
Hey, y'all stupid, y'all.
Commanders. We fight for RDC. Who are we? The Commanders.
Turn it off.
Crevonte, Bay. What's up, everybody in the chat?
DJ, hit that one more time.
Don't hit it one more time. You don't like it. You don't like it. Look at these goofies. Look at them. Look at all three of them.
Commanders. We fight for RDC. Who are we? The
Commanders.
Oh man, you gotta love the Flex On podcast. Nowhere else you're getting this on YouTube or anywhere else. Crevonte, how you feeling, my brother? Got to bring the laughs to you, my guy.
Man, y'all doing it this show. You doing it, y'all doing it for real this show. First of all, I just want everybody to know Dre likes it. He was singing it off air. He said he couldn't wait for it to drop. I just want everybody to know that. But yes, Monday nights, we back at it again. The Flex On in the building. We got a lot to cover, a lot to talk about. Have a illustrious guest. I cannot wait to get into this little bit of goofiness that we got to talk about as well. So Yeah, let's do it.
Next man of 1,000 nicknames. Head of the table, tribal chief, the professor, the dean of Balsall Hall University, Lamar's agent, pride of the East Side, saving misbehavior,
He's not doing a
the
good job.
A-lister, my boy, Drizzy Drake. He gets the bombs, baby, because he's dropping bombs on him each and every day.
Hey, I
Get the flex
appreciate you,
bombs.
man. You know, look, if we can be some of them DJ air horns too, like them Jamaicans, man.
I got you. I got you next week, brother. I got you next week, brother. I take requests.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I appreciate it, and I'm very anxious to get into not only the show, but our guest who is coming up too, as we continue this Women's History Month edition of the Flex Zone.
Yes, appreciate you guys. Wonderful job last week holding it down for me while I was away celebrating my birthday, but I'm back, and we're back to business. Shout out to Mikkel and Lena J last week. Good content as always. This next guest needs no introduction, but we're going to do it anyway. She made her way back to the Flex Zone podcast. We actually go way back with her with our Fox Sports days here on this channel, but you can follow her at Curls and Sports. She is the senior social media producer for Sporting News, and she is New York's finest, Miss Erika Fernandez. Let's bring her into the Flex Zone building. Give it up for everybody. Yes. Welcome.
You guys have the best sound bits. Like, I was dying. I had to come on here just to make sure it wasn't going to interrupt the show, but it all had me dying. You guys are very clever. I love it. And 385, it's all inspiration. I'm proud of you guys. Amazing. Keep it up.
Thank you for being with us. A lot to talk about. You are an aficionado in a variety of sports topics. But fellas, let's get it popping.
All right. Of course, you know, we gonna take it to the hometown. We gotta get your opinion on Lamar Jackson and his contract situation. And now he's saying that he's about to have an interview with himself coming up as well. The man said he's got an interview coming up. That's what
Oh my God.
Not an interview with himself. That's hilarious, yo.
It's supposed to be just him.
Okay. At least John Morant had Jalen Rose talking to him. God damn.
Lamar said he's doing it. Apparently, Lamar's supposed to be doing it with just him. Oh, but go ahead, Eric.
I'm trying to think of, like, is it going to be on that? It was the dumbest thing. I started earlier this morning, and I'm like, let me close Twitter because I don't have time for this because it made no sense to me. Is it going to be a phone call status? Is it going to be him on a YouTube live channel and just broadcasting whatever he wants to share?
Yeah, it's supposed to be off of his YouTube channel.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't see that part, but it's just so random, and yeah, it is what it is. There's nothing you can make out of that. It's just weird.
I mean, it is weird, but apparently he wants to. He's been doing this everything by himself, negotiating his contract, this self interview that he's doing. Do you think that he's going about this the right way, not having an agent?
I like the self-advocate energy because I think it's huge. I think he deserves it. He doesn't get the respect that he deserves. So that part for sure, I'm there with it. I think it's definitely something that we're not used to seeing. So this is probably why we deem it as weird, or, is he giving himself more work than he's supposed to get? Because, this is why they would charge a percentage, right? So is he putting too much on his plate while still worrying where is he going to play next season? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like sometimes maybe I would pass the baton to someone else and just make sure to just be on top of it so they're not stealing from me. But I have to admire his courage because not a lot of people would do that.
My gentleman, chime in.
I got a question for you. So for all this nonsense that's going on with Lamar Jackson, do you think there's going to be an end? We've been going through this for like the last 25 months of not a contract, the team being goofy, he being goofy, now this interview and him interviewing himself and all this other nonsense. We can't seem to get no free agents because all of our money is tied up into him. Do you think that there will be an end in sight anytime soon with this nonsense?
Maybe I don't know. It's so hard to see because like you nailed it just now. Like you can't even get another player because there's so much stuff tied into it with him. Then I know I saw it earlier today, like a couple wild cards that were entered the game, aka the Vikings and Patriots, all of a sudden are possibly on the table. That came out of left field to me. But I feel like it's just a rumor mill, and it's probably people are just preparing. Maybe this will die out because the draft is coming up soon. The attention is going to be shifted to that. But I don't know. It's super complicated.
Crevonte, you look like you got a.
I'm ready to take a drive, so I want y'all to get y'all Ravens questions out before we take this drive.
Go ahead.
All right.
We're gonna take.
Why? Because Lamar about to take the drive. You think?
What? Oh no, I don't think so. We have some other problems.
This must be Waters in the chat talking about if Lamar goes to the Patriots. I'm going. Well,
Nah,
Lamar's
he
not
said
going
he's
to
going.
the Patriots.
Recap.
Lamar's not
Waters.
going
He
to
will be
the
a
Vikings.
Raven. I'm willing to bet any amount of money he'll be a Raven. But go ahead, Crevonte. But we can take a drive because we got to go back up north after.
Oh, we taking a drive? Well, let's hop in. Shotgun. Let's all right, get your seatbelts on. Let's go down south for a little bit. Oh, and the Lamar Jackson thing probably really isn't happening because we signed Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, who cares?
So
You signed Brisket. I got you.
Yeah, we signed Mr. Brisket. Mr. I won't move the needle at all. So going down 95. Miss Erika, it is so on the table. We have the entire Commanders organization. Daniel Snyder has been goofy since about 99-2000. It's about time it's about time that he sells this team. How much longer do you think we're going to have to wait for this to transpire?
Oh man, you said it the best. Like it feels like it's been on for a decade. I think these things have been taking longer than usual. I don't know, maybe another season or two, because then it has to pass through the boards and stuff, and then for some reason, other owners have to agree to it, which I still don't understand. If you want me to be honest with you, not like they're investing a single dime. I don't understand that. But I want to say maybe 2024 season.
I like it. I like it.
Great, you guys know.
Now I'm gonna take a couple steps back. Were you on board with the several name changes that they've had over the past couple years?
The name change thing is super controversial, I have to admit. And sometimes I like to play devil's advocate too, because I'm just like, all right, is it really that serious? But it offended a group enough. It's kind of like the Cleveland Indians. They're not Indians anymore. Guardians. I still say Indians sometimes, and I'm like, oh, my bad. Guardians. But I think we're moving on to a super PC world, and I think we're caught up in trying to be too accepting. And sometimes it's like, all right, cool. Let's go through the rebranding. Let's change the name. Let's call them the Washington team for a season or so. I forgot that was what a season that lasted.
The Washington football team.
Washington football team, yo.
It was the weirdest thing. That's how much disconnected I stayed away from it because I'm like, this makes no sense. But at the same time, this group has been advocating for it is a slur in their eyes. So it's like, we have to be respectful how others perceive it. But to answer your question, I feel like sometimes I'm 50-50. We're going to change the Kansas City Chiefs next. Are they going to change their name as well? The Braves. I'm trying to think what other group might feel offended or more.
I want to say Florida. I think Florida State is.
Oh, man, yeah.
I can't remember the team in hockey, but they have the Blackhawks.
Yeah, Blackhawks.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Can we go up north? Because I gotta switch gears.
We gotta get back in the car. Listen, gas ain't cheap.
I mean, if you got another commander question to ask, then ask away.
Erica,
Now go ahead, go on, Byron. Let's jump in there.
you're a New Yorker.
I am.
And we'll get to your other New York team last, but the
Well,
Knicks.
it's the Knicks. I'm not a fan of the Knicks, so let me just put that out there.
Yeah, so
That's offensive.
with the 3 weeks left in this season, this is probably one of the craziest finishes to an NBA season I've seen. What's going to happen in the stretch run? I mean, I said New York because the Knicks are actually competitive. The Nets are in the mix. What's going on out west? It's literally one game between 1 and 10 in the play-in. LeBron's banged up. Luka's banged up. Kyrie plays and he doesn't play. KD is getting hurt in warm-ups. What the hell is going to happen in the NBA?
I think the fights have been out of control, but I'm also here for that energy. So I feel like it's the entertainment I kind of needed. Yeah, I see a lot of fights in baseball, so that's why I know I'm probably gonna piss off a few people with that, but I think it's good entertainment. It's good ratings. It's good for people.
All right. Do you think the Lakers will make the 6th seed before the end of the season?
I don't think so, actually. I feel
Really?
Back.
No, stop shaking your head, Crevonte.
She's right. She's right.
No, they can still make the 6th seed.
You think
I don't think
so?
so either. I don't think they can make it.
Especially when old GOAT James comes back.
Who?
When?
Not when you got shaky knees holding it down.
He don't look shaky knees. I don't know. He on load management, but
He been on load management his whole career.
I'm just gonna say this while y'all two argue. I watched the last 3-4 Laker games, and Anthony Davis just disappoints me. One minute he's playing really hard. I think they beat OKC. I think it was OKC. I'm not sure which team it was, but they won. And then like the next night they had to play Houston, and he sat out. I'm like, why you, bro? We in a tight situation, and you're sitting out, and we lost by 4 points against Houston. And then I think last night they played. Was it? I think it was Dallas. I think 2 nights ago they played Dallas, and it's like they lost. I think they lost by it was a last second shot. I think Keebler hit the game winning shot, and it's just like they came out lackadaisical, and then they fought to get back in the game, and then they lost. This Lakers team is all over the place. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like 1 minute they're a really good team, and then the next minute they just look lost. So the 6th seed, Dre, ain't happening. It ain't happening, man. Not with this team. No. Will they make the play-in? Sure. But the 6th seed, 7th seed, nah. I don't see it.
Now look, I hold out hope, just like I hold out hope that the Yankees will win the World Series.
Oh yeah, what did Duke do? Right. Yep.
Hey, North Carolina ain't make it either. Nope.
I don't care about North Carolina.
I forgot who you like in college ball.
Kentucky. I mean, we both lost in the same round, but I didn't have no hopes that they were gonna do nothing crazy.
Look,
You
I
want
got
to talk
hope
about
every
they're gonna
year.
win everything.
So Erika, who do you think is going to win the March Madness this year?
I'm kind of feeling UConn. And then secretly, I'm always going for Miami. Sometimes I feel like they've been down in the dumps a couple of seasons, but I really do like UConn. I think they have a strong chance to win. And
All right, and what about
Friday? Right, Friday, Saturday.
And what about on the women's side?
On the women's side, if I'm honest, I haven't been paying too much attention, and I know that looks terrible on my part. So my bad, ladies, who's listening out there. I honestly, wholeheartedly have no clue what's been going on the ladies' side. So I look terrible right now.
Well, I mean, because it has been a couple upsets as far as the women. But of course, everybody's going to say that South Carolina will probably be the favorites.
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay. That's awesome. Good to know.
all right, let us ask you about Aaron Rodgers. He said he wants to go to the Jets, so we'll see if Green Bay is going to pull the trigger, and if so, when do you think that they will make this happen?
I was hoping it would happen last week. When it's not this week's news, it's so exhausting to keep seeing over and over again, and it's like at this point, are you going to show up again on the Pat McAfee show and talk about another one of your darkest retreats? So just pull the trigger, like you said. Put that ink to paper and let's get it going. So this way, it's over.
Jeez, not it's over.
This is dumb. I agree. This is supposed to happen last week. This is so stupid.
Well, I mean, they're saying, with the cap and saying that he could possibly get like $40 million now if they wait till like after, I think like June, then it's on like a $15 million cap hit against the Packers. So I think the Packers are going to hold this thing out until the very last minute they can.
If I was the Jets, I'd put all my money in escrow and be like, Lamar, what's up?
Even better.
Aaron Rodgers ain't. It's a poor investment. Why would you do all of this? Because he has demands too, not just Aaron Rodgers, his contract, whatever you got to deal with the Packers. You got to give draft capital, and he has a list of demands. Like, how dare you? We don't associate with terrorists, yo. We don't negotiate with terrorists. Like, what are we talking about?
Hey, when you have a 4-time MVP, you do what you gotta do. But I do understand, though, long term, Lamar is the better investment as opposed to Aaron Rodgers, who's only going to probably be there maybe a year,
maybe two max. I'm not moving mountains for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is 39, and he ain't Tom Brady 39. He's 39. You know what I'm saying?
But when you're a desperate organization like the Jets, who haven't been to the playoffs in 13 years. 13 years.
What are you desperate for? Get Lamar.
No, don't get Lamar. You stay away from Lamar.
I
agree.
agree.
I'm just saying, if you're desperate, Aaron Rodgers is not the only option here.
I agree. I agree. I think that you're right that they should go after Lamar as opposed to him. But I mean, you see what a desperate organization messed up Lamar's contract, and that's the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
You've never been relevant in so long. You're gonna do what you gotta do.
Erika, I got a quick question for you. Do you like any of these quarterbacks in this draft coming up?
If I'm honest, I haven't really been taking a look at it too much. I kind of for April to kind of take a look at the names. I was actually really intrigued more about combine emotions that have been stirring. Like Brandon Marshall saying that, it actually, he felt like it was, I might butcher it, but I felt like he said it was like a slask, in the way that you're there just kind of observe from head to toe. It was a lot of interesting emotions coming out from this year's combine. So I feel like, how much longer does the combine, what's the last spin it has left? But I feel like I always leave it for April.
Well, I mean, this year, a lot of people aren't really sold with the quarterback class. A lot of people are talking about next year's class. So it's a wait and see, but it's a lot of teams that still do need a quarterback. So
every year, it's at least 16 of them. At least 16 teams that need a quarterback. I would say about 20. A little, probably somewhere around between 20 and 22 teams that's always looking for a quarterback.
Oh, we
lose. Okay, look like we lost. I know we've been having some audio issues, and I hopped out, as you see, Big Raj on the screen. But
big on the screen.
Yes. But appreciate Erika. Shout out to her once again. Let's give it up. I know she was out there.
There she is. She's coming back.
Got you back.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Sorry, guys, for my difficulties today. This
No, you're
blows my
fine. We just had one more question for you. I know you are a Mets fan.
yes.
Baseball season is coming.
Boo.
Uh, Buck Showalter, we
dedication.
love
That's
him. We
dedication.
love him here in Baltimore. Won 100 games last year, eliminated in the first round.
hmm I have high hopes as I've always had as a kid, but I was actually really pissed off when Edwin Diaz got that injury last week. I turned off the TV and I was
Mhm.
like, I don't have anything friendly to say because, of course, this is a typical Mets thing that would happen. But I don't know. I feel like the odds are still on our side, considering the rest of the division. Um, but there's still obviously like stronger teams, like the Dodgers are always a problem. Um, I think it's going to be interesting to see it going into the stretch. Like, I wonder what we're going to look like around June, considering, again, like we don't have like, the star closer who just signed a contract too, which is wild. So, I don't want to be one of those that gives the World Baseball Classic a bad rep either, because I actually really enjoy the tournament. But that's the sentiment that's also coming out from it. This is why players aren't allowed to play. Teams say no to it. What's his name? Jose Altuve is also out for a long time now with the injury. I think he has surgery already, if I'm not mistaken. So it's, I don't want to put that criticism on this tournament either, but it's just like, of course that would happen, right?
Yes, yes. Erica, how can the people keep up with you, what you got going on, and what they don't, if they don't know, how can they follow what you have going on as you cover sports very, very advantageously throughout the week?
Oh, thanks, guys. I appreciate that. I have been, I've definitely gotten better with sharing stuff. I'm trying to get deeper into Reels as Instagram is just shifting everything into Reels these days, and it's kind of annoying, but I feel like, we just got to keep up with the times, if I'm honest. I am on Curls and Sports, spelled normal, nothing crazy. And then my job's handles as well, Sporting News, that they really let us kind of run away with creativity, and it's a lot of fun, and I'm really happy to be there.
Well, we appreciate you being on. We're gonna have to have you come back, and I think you're traveling to the airport, so safe travels to you.
Yeah, safe travels.
Safe travels. Yep.
Safe travel.
Once again, let's give it up for Erica. Make sure y'all follow her at Curls and Sports. Thanks again, Erica. She was trying to get off. Big shout out to Erica once again for joining us today. I know she was having, like I said, some technical difficulties, but we worked through it. So let's continue the conversation. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell, vote on the poll. Let us know. Will you be watching the Lamar Jackson interview with Lamar Jackson? And when it comes out, whenever that may be, no release date.
We need to circle back to this nonsense.
Yeah. So we're about to talk. I've seen everybody in the chat. We're going to go deep into it. Mark, everybody, Tanja, the rest around in here.
I seen
But,
Jerron. I seen Jerron made an
Jerron's
appearance.
in here.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Lamar Jackson,
Yes.
he's going to hold an interview on his YouTube channel. I think it's, what is it, Raz? Lamar Jackson Entertainment.
Yes, Lamar Jackson Entertainment.
He will be holding an interview. He dropped a teaser where he talks about the West Coast offense. What the hell is this going to be, Raj? Is this a good idea?
No, this is not a good idea. He needs to shut the hell up at this point. I don't want it. I love Lamar Jackson. Don't get me wrong. I love Lamar. I want him to get his money. I want him to do well. I want him to stay with the Ravens. But he's not doing himself any favors with all of this BS going online. It's bad enough that he's trolling us on his Instagram page. I think he went to a concert on Friday, DJ Khaled concert.
That was
he
his
had-
first
he had
mistake.
his- he had his Baltimore chain on. He was taking pictures with people. Some dude was asking him, "Is he coming back?" "Oh, bro, is you going back to the Ravens?" He was like, "Yeah." Then all of a sudden, about an hour or two later, he was like, "Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. I couldn't hear him." I'm like, "Bro, I mean, come on, man, stop with the nonsense, man." And then now, all of a sudden, I go on his Instagram page again, and I see he's going to do an interview with himself, and I'm like, who does an interview with themselves? Who does this? It's like he's having an Aaron Rodgers moment right now. He's being a diva right now. I don't like none of this, man. I really don't. And then when I watched the preview of the interview, the audio is garbage. The audio was trash. I'm like, bro, you got millions of dollars. Step your audio game up, man.
So you're saying he was in his mother's basement?
He was somewhere where the audio was garbage, but I don't know.
Does he have millions of dollars, Raj?
Yes.
Or is he seeking the millions of dollars?
No, he has. He made 23 million last year. He's a millionaire. Okay.
Yes. He made a lot of money.
Yes. Anyways, I'm just saying, man. I don't need to hear from him. I really don't. I just need him to sign on the goddamn dotted line.
Hey,
Stop playing around with us, man. Stop playing around with us, man. I'm sick of this nonsense. We have not made a move yet. We haven't done anything yet. Nelson Aguilar was in the building. I don't want Nelson Aguilar, man. Screw Nelson Aguilar. I don't want him. I want Odell. I want
Nah, he gotta go to New York. He gotta go to the Jets. That's part of his demands. That's part of Aaron Rodgers' demands.
Man, I don't care about Aaron Rodgers. I want Odell.
Screw his demands.
I want what's the other dude? What's the DeAndre? This
DeAndre
DeAndre
Hopkins.
I want somebody of Mike Evans. I want somebody of substance, man. And we can't do a goddamn thing until his contract or whatever the situation is over with. And now he's gonna do a freaking interview and he's not gonna talk about nothing. I don't see him saying anything. Honestly, I really don't.
You know what I want to know? I want to know, are you healthy? Do you want a fully guaranteed contract? Are you going to show up on time? And how are you working out this offseason because you're being an agent right now?
Do you think he's going to answer any of these questions?
That's why it's goofy. And I don't even really care to watch. Shout out to my mom.
I mean, I don't get this. I really don't. And it's frustrating. I'm like every week is something different. It's something stupid. And we're just sitting stagnant. Wow. I think the Panthers GM came out today and he slid. Lamar said, "Oh, he's too expensive." I don't want him. He's too expensive. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Damn.
They were just going to pay Deshaun Watson last year, by the way.
Enough of this mess, man. Enough of this nonsense. I'm sick of this shit. We made no free agency signings, man. None.
Us and the Jags.
Zero.
The Jaguars don't need to make any. They good.
Right, so I'm sick of this. I'm frustrated. And I want to see it. I do want to see this interview, but please, brother, before you drop this shit, clean the audio up. Clean the audio up, man, because it sounded terrible.
Hey,
it sounded
Lamar,
like he was in the basement somewhere.
If you need somebody to help you with that audio, man, call me up. I got you.
There you go, Dre.
But anyway, that's my rant, man. I'm sick of this shit. I'm tired of it. I am tired. Floor is yours.
Goofy. This is goofy. It is beyond goofy. And I don't know who described. I don't know I don't remember. Was that Byron that described it or Roger? One of y'all that described it as him interviewing his goddamn self. That's what he's going to be doing. And there was a. Can y'all pull the message up from Mark? It was
this one.
It was. Oh gosh.
Hey yo.
I think I know which one. This one.
Yeah, I can't even go to see that jump.
This type of stuff I'm talking about, man. This type of shit I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, man.
That one, it needs to be a star. That one needs to be a star. Can we favorite that comment? That is
I got you.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. But that's what it looks like. Like again, even John Morant had an interviewer. Even LeBron James had an interviewer. And this brother goes up there and talks to his goddamn self. Do you understand how funny that's going to be? That's going to be the talk for the summer. That's going to be the talk for the summer. And I just want to know, and maybe we have to wait. Maybe we have to wait to see what we know what the subject is. We know what the broad subject is, but like Byron said, he has to answer a couple key questions. that he does not need an audience for necessarily. This is my issue. Unnecessarily calling for attention. Unnecessarily. But he has to go down his path. He's made the bed. Now he's gonna have to flip the mattress or something. I don't know, man, because he ain't trying to lay in it. He ain't definitely. I don't think he's really trying to lay in it. He's trying to cause some havoc. He gonna flip this mattress, and I don't know if it's gonna work out too well for him in ultimately getting what he wants. But I mean, we have been asking to hear from Lamar because his camp has been kind of quiet, and it's easy for the media to just gravitate to whatever the organization says because they're bigger. But we need to hear something of substance. I think Raj was talking about substance, even though he was talking about wide receivers. But we want to hear some substance from Lamar in this case because listen, in being in Baltimore, I hear something about Lamar Jackson every day, and it ain't the radio. You know what I'm saying? I hear. Oh.
You know what, Mark? That's who he's turning into. He's turning into Lamar of BMF. And if you watch the end of the season too, you see what happened to. That's what Lamar's turning into if he keeps going down this path. Go ahead, Crevonte.
Look, I hear about Lamar something every day. Okay, every day, and it's like Baltimore Ravens. Like this is probably the weirdest time ever for a Baltimore Ravens fan. Like right now, because usually this organization is so sure about how they're going to move forward. And granted, the Ravens probably know. The Ravens are probably cool. It's the fans that's like, oh my gosh. The Ravens are probably cool, like with whatever happens. The Ravens, I think, are content with whatever happens. How we go this direction or this direction. But I just think the fans are in a very, very weird place.
Shout out to our brother, man. Engraven.
Shout out to Engraven.
Engraven, what's up, baby?
Hey, Engraven. Before you say anything else, Engraven. End of the week, man. It's gonna come back, brother. It's gonna come back. I know. It's coming back at
for
the
sure,
end of the week.
for sure.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, and
They could have got Engraven to interview Lamar. Sheesh.
Right.
Sign him up.
Why not? Why not?
I'm just saying, man. I mean,
Hey,
damn.
And put us on the production. And put us on the production team.
I'll do the audio. He interview him.
Hey man, I got the camera. Camera. We can make this work.
He ain't gonna like my question, so I can't interview him because I'm grilling him. You know I'm grilling the hell out of him. What?
He gonna want to hear your questions before we turn the camera on.
Nah, mom ain't gonna let me in the building.
My hope in all this is that this isn't like an interview, but more like a press conference. That's what I'm just viewing this as. I'm like the only way you can even do something like this, they gotta like pre-record this, and he's gotta like, you know how television is. That's the only way that would ever work, to self-interview yourself. But to do this live on YouTube, it has to be a press conference. There's no way he's about to take some papers and be like, so Lamar Jackson, what do you think? Well, I think, and it's just.
It's going to be a production. It's going to be a production, bro. It's going to be a press conference, but everybody in the press conference is going to be Lamar. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a skit.
So hold up. Is the person that's him interviewing himself? Is he going to wear a suit? And the other him is going to wear just regular clothes?
No, Lamar doesn't strike me as that type. I think he's going to be a little bit more casual. But the people interviewing him might wear a suit, i.e., Lamar may wear a suit.
I just don't understand this, man. We in the second week of free agency, and he's interviewing himself. Who does this mess, man? Who does this stuff? Nobody does this.
He's trying to be innovative. He's trying to break the mold. He already doesn't have an agent.
What is he, Tim Tebow now? He's a gamer. He's a baller. He's trying to.
Hey, actually, Skip Bayless did today call him. He said he's a gamer, he's a baller, and a shot caller. He said he would pay. He
is absolutely all those things. But God damn it, if he sits here and interviews himself, God damn it. The jokes are going to flow. I'm just saying.
Whoever is advising him is doing a terrible job.
You know who's advising him, Byron? His goddamn self. That's what
That makes sense.
No.
That makes a lot of sense.
I feel bad for Erika Costa, man. Like Rod said, he had him up there like he about to cry at the combine. We offered him everything we could. It takes
because
two to tango.
because he knew this was going to come. That's why he had to go up there and lie to us, saying, "Oh yeah, we're going to sit there with Lamar this week. I'm going to fly out there to Miami, and we're going to try to get this contract done." No, damn well ain't none of that.
You know what happened when he got prior to Miami? They told him to get his ass out. That's why he was about to cry. Apparently, they said he would come with offers, and Lamar would say, "Yeah, we're gonna do that," and then come back the next day like, "Nah, I'm good, bro." That's the rumor. That's what they said. They said, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna do this deal. Let me go talk to my people." Then he come back, no, not fully guaranteed.
Honestly, because that's what it really boils down to. I mean, we hear the rumors that he wants a fully guaranteed contract. Then we're saying that he doesn't want a fully guaranteed contract. He's telling Stephen A. I'm like, dog, I need. If
somebody get Mark.
Hey Mark, oh wait a minute, hold on, we got a $10 bomb up in here.
Oh my man.
That bomb sound.
Wow, what's it, a Mayflower?
Mark, we appreciate you, bro. Oh.
Big dog, thank you, man.
Appreciate you, Mark.
There you go.
Hey,
Thank you.
I love that, by the way, Byron.
Thank you, Mark.
Yo, you better, Mark, tell Squirrel to come get him, go get him too.
Nah, well, you're right. Mark would love for the Mayflower truck to come pick him up.
Yeah, to take him to the Colts.
Yeah, to take him to the Colts because they're not saying nothing right now. They're actually really quiet, and that really scares me.
But do y'all think? But to kind of change the narrative, because we all agree that the interview was just not helping anybody, the Ravens or Lamar, depending on what side you're on. But this rumor of the Patriots and the Vikings, and you can even throw the Colts in there. But do you believe any of these teams? The Commanders, they said they don't want to spend money on quarterbacks.
They got Brisket. They signed Brisket for $8 to $10 million as a backup. Lamar is out the question.
Listen to me. If the Ravens spend money on a free agent of substance, I guarantee you one of those damn teams is going to snatch him up with the quickness. I'm not buying none of this nonsense. I'm not buying it. I think they're playing possum. They're saying they don't want him. We don't want him. We don't want him. We don't want him. If the Ravens go out there and actually get an Odell or a DeAndre Hopkins, and they got to spend some significant money that they can't match with any of these teams, I'm telling you, man, he's gonna be gone like that, man. So they just playing possum right now. So the Ravens know what they're doing. They're not gonna spend any money because they really can't spend any money. But those other teams, they're gonna be like, yeah, we don't want them. We don't want them. But if they can't match any of those offers, Commanders, Colts, whoever else, they're going to snatch them up. They're going to snatch them. I'm telling you with the quickness.
We shall see. I don't know. Who knows? He may be announcing that he's about to take his talents elsewhere. We don't know.
The South Beach? Don't think you go to South Beach?
South Beach is crazy right now for things not on the field.
Word. Oh God,
his ass don't need to be there.
And if you ever been,
yes. Let us know your thoughts.
It's hot for more reasons than one, ain't it, Byron?
Yes. Ooh,
the block is
you
hot.
Catch me
the
up.
block is hot.
You got to pay me to go. Matter of fact, you can't even pay me to go to Miami right now.
Nah, you can't. Not right now.
Not right now. But safe travels to to Cuzzo though. He's flying.
It's too hot down that thing now.
The block is hot. Okay.
Let us know in the
comments your thoughts. What's the Falcons doing?
They signed.
They're falconing. Is what
Didn't they sign somebody? They signed a quarterback. Oh, Taylor Heineke from the
Heineken Brew. The Heineken Brew.
Yes,
they signed him.
They ain't better off with Marcus Mariota. And I don't understand why
he don't want to be
understand
there.
why the Vikings are in the mix because the Vikings their money's tied up to Kirk Cousins. The Patriots, they have their guys.
Are we getting Justin Jefferson back? No,
we're not getting Justin Jefferson.
Oh, they be some damn fools to lead, get that brother. If we could snatch him up, whew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let us know.
And the
Chase,
Patriots,
I mean-
nobody believes the Patriots and the Ravens are the same organization as far as giving people money.
Well, they signed a receiver, Juju. I mean, he's not the best receiver, but he's better than what the Ravens got.
They got chump change.
I mean,
Maybe
hey,
the Ravens are the Ravens. They got Nelson Aguilar in the building. They'll probably
Oh.
sign him. I'm sure.
no, they
No,
better
no,
not.
no.
Please don't
I'm
do
sure
that.
they'll sign.
please
I'm sure they
don't.
will probably sign.
Please, God,
Who
no.
else they going to sign? Who else they going to sign?
Get
There's nobody else to
Demarcus
sign.
Robinson back if you're gonna sign. I mean, just get him back. I
Your
mean,
fa-
damn, why we
your
gotta go
favorite
outside
receiver?
again? I take DeMarcus back before I take Nelson Aguilar.
He's right there.
Nelson Aguilera, you know.
Like I said, it's and the
That's
sad thing is
terrible.
Lamar's gonna have to walk his ass back in the locker room and look all these people in the eyes and be like, "Damn, I'm still here." Anyway, we'll see what happens, how it plays out. Raj still thinks one of these teams might snatch him out of the bushes.
I hope not.
But we'll see.
I hope they don't snatch him. I hope the Ravens are right. I'm praying that they're right because
Yeah,
they're
they seem-
playing they're
Look.
they're really playing their hand very well right now. But
They're winning. They're winning.
all it takes is one team. All it takes is one.
They're winning. They're
That one team is the
that's all I can
Jets.
say right now.
I'm scared. Please, Aaron, go there. Go there, Aaron. Go there.
He's going there. He's
Please.
going. He's going there. Crevonte, we gotta talk about this, man. Dan Snyder apparently moved out of his office. It's happened months ago. This guy's clapping. This guy's over here clapping. Him and his wife. Owners meeting coming up next week.
He froze on
he getting out of
that.
here? Is he getting out? Is he leaving?
Hey
no
man,
Lamar.
listen, man, this is looking more and more like a reality by the day. Like he cleaned his stuff out. Yeah, I think he knows this is a reality. At this point, the only thing that's going to go his way is that he is not going to sell it to Bezos. That's the only thing that's going to work in his favor. Well, outside of getting probably $7 billion, if not close to it. But I think it's slowly becoming a reality. But of course, I'm on pins and needles, waiting for that call to drop, and then we got the man with the smile.
Go ahead, Raj. I was waiting for you to say that. There you go. Smile for him, Raj.
We got
I
the
see you,
man
Drake.
with the smile.
I see you, Drake.
We got the man with the smile on the team. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? He was on.
Finish him, Daddy.
He was on.
Not with the eyebrows. Get this man off.
He was on Josh Harris's team, and when they was going for the Broncos, but you know that Walmart money different. So so Josh Harris is going at it again. He owns the Sixers, if I'm not mistaken, and the Devils, the hockey team. Is that New Jersey?
Yes.
I believe he owns those two professional teams.
But grew up a Redskins fan.
Fair enough. Listen, you got it. Let's go do this. And now we have with the Magic Man,
Magic Man
on the executive team or board or whatever the hell you want to call it. Hey man, this is things are looking up. Things are looking up. I am very excited. I never thought he would. I would thought he would go down kicking and screaming, honestly. But it's looking like he's doing it on his own.
I just want to say this, man. Shout out to the Commanders. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. Y'all finally are going to get rid of that bastard down there in Landover. You know that stadium falling apart day by day. You know the players not hating him. What was that ridiculous statue they put up of Sean Taylor last season? That was ridiculous. You know, a bunch of scandals going on. You know, it's just a bunch of foolishness.
That was a mannequin. That was a mannequin at best.
It's a bunch of foolishness that was going on in Landover, man. But thank God he's gone. You know, can't wait for that door to hit him on the way out. He's been a terrible owner, honestly.
Word.
And y'all deserve a lot better because before that y'all was doing y'all thing. Y'all was winning championships. Y'all was in the playoffs a lot. Y'all was doing y'all thing in the 90s. And when he came, everything just went straight to hell. So I'm glad that he's gone. He doesn't deserve to be in the league. He can't go fast enough. And let's see what happens with the Commanders, man. Let's see where they go at from here. Let's see who owns the team, and to see if they can get y'all out of this abyss of a mess going forward.
They're still going to be an abyss and a mess. I mean, shoot, they had Mike Shanahan as the head coach, and he was up there talking about Donovan McNabb didn't have the cardiovascular fortitude or some bull job, and then Albert Hainsworth, whatever the world he was. That thing was just a reality show.
That was Daniel Snyder, though.
But that was all Snyder.
That was all Daniel.
RG3 up there. It was just like that. That was a mess. It was just,
and Adam Archuleta.
So Crevonte, if they do.
Oh, Adam Archuleta. Oh gosh, don't remind me. My heavens.
Crevonte, do you think the Commanders should still make a play at Lamar? I know they said they don't want to spend money on the quarterback, but
I think
if you were the owner,
if I was the owner, I think I'd do it. But the way things are going now, I kind of want to see what I got out of Sam Howell. He looked promising against the rival Dallas Cowboys, who had their starters in. He played poised. He played really, really well. And so if I'm how much confidence I have in Sam Howell, I'm not in the building. But he does have the tools. The year, not the year we drafted, but the year before that, he led a really, really damn good North Carolina Tar Heels offense. But he lost Dommy Brown, who's on the Commanders now, and he lost 2 running backs. So that final year before we drafted him, he really, really struggled. But if we'd have drafted him based off of the previous year, he probably could have went in the 3rd round, maybe even the 2nd round. So getting him in the 5th round was an absolute steal. So I think it's in our best interest to see what we got. And if it don't work out, he was a 5th round draft pick, so it's low. It's high risk. I mean, low risk, high reward in this case. And I really want, at this point, I got to see the interview with Lamar now to see what he even really wants. Because one thing I wouldn't do as an owner is give him a Deshaun Watson contract. That's what I'm not doing. But again, we don't know what he really wants because Lamar's saying this is cap, that's cap, this cap. What's real? So hopefully during this interview, he lets us know what's real. And you know,
all right, Jadakiss over there.
Let us know what's going on. Let us know what's real. But if I didn't have Sam Howell on the team, I'd go for it.
let us know in the comments who should go after Lamar. Who is one of these dark horse teams? Does he remain with the Ravens? What do you want to hear in the interview? Vote on the poll as well. We got to get to this March Madness, which emphasis on madness. And what a weekend it was. Big Roger over there shaking your head. How's your bracket looking, brother?
Oh, my practices. I made 3 of them. All of them was destroyed. All of them. All of them was done. I mean, a lot of these number ones went out. I think Memphis went out. They had whatchamacallit throwing a water bottle.
Penny.
Anthony Hardaway. You know, water bottles and stuff. But Maryland got their asses whipped by Alabama. They tried. I watched that whole game. They tried. In the first half, they played really great defense, but in that second half, man, they just gave it up like a cheap hooker. But yeah, it was a lot of upsets. A lot of March Madness things going on. A lot of good games. It's what I expected. Every March. It's always close games. Teams that you don't expect to win, winning, and but yeah, man, I check my brackets though. I never can pick a good March Madness bracket. Not never. So yeah,
you have a favorite out of the teams left?
I think Alabama's going to take it all, man. I think Bama's going to take it all the way because they have a great overall team, and I think that their defense is amazing. So I think out of all the teams that are left, I think to me they're the favorites. Because I think Purdue went down too, I believe, right?
Yes, they did. They
Yes.
went down to the second team, the second first overall.
And I had Purdue going far, and they're gone. So
Yes.
and Duke went down as well. So I mean,
Told you,
Well, no surprise there.
Dre. Told you. Well,
Dre, are you checked out? No Duke?
of course he is. He was never checked in. He never even went to his appointment. He never checked into his appointment. All right.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a bracket right now, that's what you do, because everybody's been wrong. I don't know anybody that's been right. I mean, this is one of the craziest March Madness seasons I've ever seen in my life. For all these teams to not be in there, such as Duke or North Carolina and Kansas. I mean, and prayers up to Bill Self to continue in his healing process. But man, this is a wild time. I honestly don't know. But you know what? That's the beauty of March Madness at the same time. In college basketball, you don't need necessarily a huge team like Duke to win it. This isn't like Major League Baseball with the Yankees and the Cardinals, or basketball with like the Lakers, or football, with one of like the Cowboys or the Steelers, or somebody of that nature. Like college basketball, we're going to tune in because you just never know. I mean, come on, we had Princeton advancing. Like you just don't know. So like again, that's the beauty of March Madness. Yeah, everybody's tearing up their brackets, and I don't know who has a perfect bracket this year. That's a miracle if you do to me. But I do actually like what's going on because it's the unpredictability behind it. So I don't really have a clear winner. Of course, I'm disappointed that my team isn't in it, but at the same time, I'm still gonna watch the games because I mean this is an entertaining portion of the year.
Crevonte, let's go to you, brother. No D, Ohio State, Kentucky, they lose. Brust in my bracket as well. Purdue goes down. Princeton is in the Sweet 16. So many different storylines. Alabama looks good. Gonzaga wins. They got a matchup with UCLA in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Arkansas is in the Sweet 16 for the third straight year, just off the top of my head. It's going to be a lot of – Marquette went down. That was one of my Final Four teams.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
How you feeling, Crevonte? Any favorites you got left, man? I mean, sheesh.
So my championship game, I had Alabama and Houston, and I think those are the two best teams in the tournament. Alabama looks really, really good. They have the best player in the tournament, and they have the best team playing right now. So they are very, very scary. But oh gosh, they're in Princeton's bracket because I think Princeton got a good chance to beat Creighton. I don't think nobody's talking about it, but Creighton, I think Creighton could be had, and they're 9.5-point favorites. But anything can happen with that. But regardless, you guys see Alabama in that bracket, so that's not going to end pretty. In the East, the number 1 and the number 2 seeds have been put down. And that's what that's in Tom Izzo's bracket with Michigan State.
Never bet against Izzo, Crevonte. 23-7 with 1 day preparation. 23-7.
Yo, he makes it to the Sweet 16 the least. So he getting 2 wins. I don't care how you slice it. Tom Izzo and them get 2 wins because he just makes it to the Sweet 16. Now, this is when things get kind of shaky, but they got Kansas State. Now, Kansas State is the 3rd seed, but I like Michigan State in that matchup. So they got a chance to make it to Elite 8, but then they also have Tennessee in that bracket. So, I think one of the biggest ones, Purdue. Purdue going down. This is the second number 1 seed to fall in the history. So I actually saw that one. I saw that one happen because I'm like, dang, they still up. Because I'm waiting for the number 1 seed to wake up. And they never woke up. I don't know if they was too dependent on the big man that they have, but FDU was scrappy. And then I found out they from Hackensack, Jersey, and I was like, oh yeah, they scrappy. They scrappy for real out there. They play like it. And when you play lose, like you're not supposed to be here, you don't have nothing to lose. That's what happens. And the team that's the favorite gets tight, they flinch, and the moment was too big for Purdue. Let's say that. So yeah, I think the two best teams left is Alabama and Houston, and I have them in my championship. But we're not gonna talk about the rest of my Final Four.
Yeah, I have a Alabama UCLA championship game, so we'll see what happens with that. But let us know, how's your bracket making out? Are you doing any? Well, we know there's no perfect practice yet, but how's your bracket looking? Any of your championship teams, Final Four teams still alive? And on the women, is it safe to say, like Dre said last week, South Carolina smashing everybody like Roman Reigns?
Oh gosh, it's not even. So I was watching Stanford and Ole Miss. Oh man, them girls was out there playing, and also all black head coach, and there's a bunch of dark skinned sisters on that team, and they was scrapping. Stanford was like, and Stanford got a couple All-Americans on their team too, and Ole Miss was in their face, but yo, Ole Miss got it out the mud, and big ups to those young ladies for taking down the #1 seed Stanford.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think that both Ole Miss and Stanford are the only teams that have taken South Carolina to overtime this season. So it's a shame that one of them had to get eliminated. But again, that shows the beauty of March Madness, because Stanford came in there as a top seed, and look what happened. So you just don't know.
Ooh.
You don't know. And then the thing about March Madness as opposed to a series is that when you have these sudden death games, like that's different. And I think that's what people and I think that's what people love about it, because you can be a team that's been undefeated all year and been dominating, but then when it comes to tournament time, you got a team that can beat you on that given day. Granted, you in a series you might be able to beat this team, but somebody can steal one from you anytime, any day. You can have an off shooting night. It can just be a list of things that factor in. So, like I said, you just honestly don't know. I know on the women's side we do say South Carolina, and we do hope for Coach Dawn to keep her winning ways and be the new face of women's basketball. But I mean, I think that this is just like how the NBA is, like with these teams just kind of where it's like you said, Byron, it's like just a few games in between some of the top seeds in the playoffs. So this is just a time of the year when you just honestly can't. I think that what makes this so fun is that there's no definitive favorite right now. Even the teams that we think are gonna make it all the way, we just don't know. So I mean, I'm here for the journey and see what happens.
Let us know who you have after the first week in NCAA March Madness, and the Sweet 16 gets started on Thursday. Dre and Rod, I didn't get your opinion on this. I know Crevonte, we're going to close out with Goofy, but the Lakers are bringing in a very special piece to their team to work out.
Oh yeah. Him and all the Kardashians are coming.
It's a mid-season trade, end-of-season trade. Lakers to work out Tristan Thompson, baby. How you feeling, Big Raj? Are you applauding?
Man, turn that off, man. It's not a clapping moment, right?
Oh, what is it? This?
That brings me back.
Yeah.
Boo, you say.
Or is it this?
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, all right. That's the one.
That's there you go. That's
all right. That's crickets. So.
Wait a minute.
Crickets.
Go ahead, Raj.
But no, I'm not happy about this. I don't want him. I don't like him, and I don't like his game that much. I mean, I don't get me wrong, he's a good rebounder. He's a good putback guy. You know, he play a little defense.
Put it back, huh? He's a great putback guy. Yeah,
he puts a lot of things.
And he's good at playing D.
Yeah, he's still playing a lot of D and a big D at that. But, but hey, I don't
Finish him, Daddy.
Yes, he finishes a lot of people. But other than that, he can play. We don't need him. We got Mo Bamba. I mean, is Mo Bamba out for the rest of the season?
I know he's hurt. I think he's coming back. He has an ankle injury, I think.
Is Anthony Davis? Well, we know how Anthony Davis is. He can't, of course, save his life. But I mean, damn, we don't need him, man. Let him go back to Sports Center and flirt with what's her name? The light skinned girl. I don't know her name. You know what I'm talking about. Because he's into that type of stuff anyway. So, but yeah, we don't need him. We don't need this fool. We don't. Go ahead, Jerry. I got nothing else.
Can you play the soundbite again?
Yeah, I got you, brother.
Exactly. What the hell is he going to do for the Lakers right now? Like, in all honesty, he didn't do a goddamn thing when he got to Cleveland, and he got the bag thanks to his brother LeBron James. That's all this is about. LeBron probably said he wanted Tristan in there, and that's the reason that they're working him out. What is he gonna do? He ain't gonna get you no goddamn where. They don't need Tristan Thompson. This isn't a game-changing addition. Honestly speaking, he's not going to do anything. The sad part is he didn't do anything when he was young and he got the contract. What the hell is he going to do in this advanced age?
Nothing.
Waste of time, waste of bodies. Just a waste. That's what this is. Just a waste.
No, yeah, go to Malika Andrews. Yeah, go on a little countdown thing and do that. Be with Kendrick Perkins. Go back to doing. Go just do that for a living.
I forgot he was doing that.
Yeah, he was doing that. Go back to that. Shit.
Crevonte, is you excited to watch this if this happens?
I forgot that he wasn't playing basketball no more. That's how irrelevant he was. Oh damn, he stopped. Oh, didn't miss him. Did not.
He
miss
said
him
that man only 31. Who cares?
And garbage. That's what he is. Garbage.
And this fool was advocating for Kyrie to come to the Lakers so he could join. Doing damn well, he gonna join any damn way.
It's dumb. The Lakers are just. This is a desperate reach.
Reaching out for Tristan Thompson.
That's just a desperate reach. I don't know why. Like I didn't think things gotten that this bad. But
my question is, what are you reaching for?
A body. We just look at a body at this point.
The 10 seed.
Reaching for a big body and the 10th seed.
Yes. They have an open roster spot, Dre. So no Melo, nobody that can shoot. They want Tristan Thompson.
Oh, snap. Mark got a point.
Hey, yo.
Mark got a point.
I don't think he does that anymore, Mark. I think he's changed his ways.
He changed his ways.
You said once one, always one?
Always.
Not they about to give him the B Mickey treatment already, and he just got there.
Shit. He might get worse than B Mickey. B Mickey got lucky.
B Mickey and Lamar both got lucky. Oh man, let us know.
Hey, yeah.
We'll see what happens. We did a short early on the channel, so check that out as well. Is it time to get goofy? Is that everything?
Yes, sir.
We can do that.
All right, let's get goofy. It's time for Crevonte's Goofies
Baby.
of the week.
Gosh, Something wrong here.
Beat Mickey.
There's Goofy.
So it I don't know about y'all, but it always it mutes my mic while when Goofy comes on. But welcome, good people, to Goofies of the Week, sponsored by the Flex Zone. Appreciate you guys for giving me a little bit of time to let me tell the good people what I thought was goofy during this week. Well, last week. There's been a lot. Been a lot going on. A whole lot going on. Some things that's been happening on the court. Some things that's been happening off the court. So, hold up. So, but yeah, things that happen on the court and off the court, or on the field and off the field. But I have a couple of them, and one we kind of covered already. It's the Lamar Jackson situation. But before I jump into that, I have two levels of goofiness. We have low level goofy, Jet Green and Packer Green together. Low level, it's funny. It's slightly goofy. We laugh, we joke, in the hopes that it never becomes a higher level goofy. But when it does, it turns into that cardinal sin goofy. That's the highest goofy. We've gone entirely too far. This is probably no longer funny, and we got to congregate to figure out what the hell is going on. Like, things cannot keep going the way that it's going, and things be okay. So I have a couple, but the first one is goofy, of course, and it is Lamar Jackson interviewing himself. Okay, and we've been talking about it pretty much throughout the show, and I'm not going to repeat. I'm just going to, go over everything briefly. Lamar interviewing himself, it sounds very, very funny. It sounds like he is a content creator and he's going to do a skit. That's what I'm thinking. It better not be that, but that's what I'm thinking, because that's funny to me. That's the vibe that he's giving. Now, again, this is a very, very, very serious situation that we have going on. He's trying to get paid. He's trying to get paid top dollar what he thinks he deserves. And the Ravens are like, we don't see eye to eye. Test free agency. This is my hope that it is not going to be as goofy as I think it is, because like we were talking about earlier, I think it's going to be a press conference, and everybody in the press conference interviewing Lamar are going to be Lamar, and I just that's what I think is going to happen. But I like, if he's interviewing himself, what are going to be the questions that he's going to answer? Because Ravens fans and just fans of the game alike, we're looking for specific questions to be answered. And if he's not going to answer those specific questions, then this is all for naught. And this will be beyond goofy. And it's going to turn to a high level goofy. But for now, it is a low level goofy. Moving on. I'm going back and forth. I have two potentials. I think I'm probably going to go talk about one for the sake of time, because the other one's alleged, and I don't want to. We wish that brother the best going on. Mark, go away. I have two, but for the sake of time, I'm going to go say one of them. For those of y'all that's not aware, Scottie Pippen's ex-wife has been in the streets. For those of y'all that do not know, his ex-wife has been in the streets. Her name sounds. What's that girl name? What's that girl name?
Larissa Pimpin.
Larissa, I think.
Miss Pippen, because that's still her last name, right?
Larissa Pippen, yes.
Miss L. Pippen. All right. Well, Miss Pippen has been in these streets.
Oh no.
I don't know if y'all know or not, but she's been
Larsa.
flirting around. I don't know if they're in a relationship, but with Michael Jordan's son. Is that right? Now, ma'am, of all people, and Byron, let me tell you, that is a jacked up picture of Scottie Pippen. I tell you, but man, of all people to date, you're dating Scottie Pippen's Shadow's son, and you think it's okay. Whatever. We're not gonna tell you who to love, how to find love. I'm not here to do that. I'm just saying you're goofy for being in the streets. Oh gosh, he bringing up a picture. Oh gosh. But yeah, she's been in the streets. But and she was on an interview a couple days ago saying that, and I don't want to misquote this. Let me find it. I do not want to misquote this. I sent it. I know I sent it to Byron. Make sure I ain't tripping. All right, here it goes. All right. Miss Pippen says she has had she had sex 4 times a night for 23 years while married to Scottie Pippen. I think it's funny that it's been 23 years. I think it's very, very funny and very fitting that it's been 23 years and you're supposedly with number 23's seed and trying to turn this into a relationship. You're trying to gallivant this, as a relationship with number 23's son. This is beyond goofy. But I think, and again, I wasn't there. I wasn't in a relationship. I wasn't in a marriage or anything like that. But it's a little far-fetched that she said 4 times a night for 23 of them years, 4 times a night. I mean, Scottie Pippen's at home, Scottie Pippen's on the road, city to city, state to state. It's clap, the clap, the clap, the clap, the clap, the clap, the clap. Roger's egging me on and I don't like it. Roger's egging me on and I don't like it. I'm not here saying it's not true. I'm just here to say I don't believe it. Because that's a lot. That's a whole lot. You sitting telling me this man was putting up 23 points a night after messing with you 4 times. Where does he get the energy? Where does he find the energy? Scottie Pippen was 2 different people. We gonna find out later on. Scottie Pippen was 2 different people. Something, because this is absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. And for him to be able to play to the count, if this is true, for him to be partaking in that activity, her being with number 23's seed does make her for the streets. But if this is true, Scottie Pippen deserves more praise than what he's been getting. He should be, wow. Scottie Pippen should be a top. You got to put Scottie Pippen in the top 10, yo. We got to put Scottie Pippen in the top 10 all time. If he misses Pippen off 4 times a night after these games. Who knows if it was before or after. But I'm just saying to the caliber of player Scottie Pippen was, because for all the athletes out there, we know what happens when you partake in those type of activities when in the mix of playing your activity, your sporting activity. Yet you usually don't perform your best. And for Scottie Pippen to be known as one of the greatest wing defenders ever, while scoring, while being on arguably the greatest team of all times, he might, oh boy, he might have been popping a couple of blue chews or something. But for all that to be going on, Scottie Pippen probably deserves to be a little bit higher in the greatest of all time category. I'm just saying. But I'm also here to say I do not believe it, because that is a lot. That is a whole lot. How do you know? How do you remember every time? This is absolutely absurd, and I'm tired of seeing her. I'm tired of seeing her out and about. She's saying something goofy. She's trying to be relevant. She's gonna write a book. She's obviously writing a book, guys. She's writing a book, and she's looking for publicity, and she don't care what kind of publicity she gets. Going off on this on the show. I don't know what show she was on. Talk about we had sex 4 times a night. I mean, 4 times a day for 23 years. Shut up! Shut up! Nobody believes that. Nobody believes. But hey, it could be true. Who knows? I wasn't there. I'm just saying it's not believable. And she's absurd and for sure above. I mean, for sure for the streets. And let me find out Scottie Pippen was on that Blue Chew before Blue Chew got popping. Let me find out. He was on that thing before it got popping. But anyway, that is those are my goofies of the week. What time is it? Yeah, I will get into the other one. That one. I would have had to do that one first because this one's a funny one. The other one's not so funny. But so I'm gonna leave it at that. Those are my goofies of the week. Mrs. Pippen being absurd and being for the streets, and our green level goofy is Lamar Jackson talking about he interviewing himself. Just goofy. He be able. But he wanted to be monogamous.
Gosh, something wrong here.
The streets.
Oh, man. Thank you for
For
that.
the streets.
Yo, wait.
Crevonte.
So y'all know my line. There's a thin line between goofy and great, and these people are on the wrong end of it. Got to get it together, and we all got to do better. I can't believe she said that, yo.
I'm not.
Now, you know what? It would have been more fitting if she said 6 times a night for 23 years.
The streets. Not the streets. You said that with a straight face, though. I mean, come on, stop it, Dre. Stop.
That would have been fitting.
Look. You know what? I would have even taken 3 times a night because of the 2 3-peats.
Because of the 2 3-peats.
Right.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I don't know. I just thought that was absurd. Like, and listen, let me tell you something. Black Twitter is hilarious.
Oh, it's golden. It's golden.
And I don't know if y'all know, Black Twitter Threads has a Instagram, which I think is hilarious. But they have an Instagram account, and I am here for the comments. All right.
You're always here for the comments, man.
I've been Dre. You know me for a long time now. I'll be here for the comments. Okay. I need a good chuckle. I need a good laugh behind the content I'm getting. And that's what Mrs. I'm for the Streets Pippen gave me.
Oh, streets are very golden.
I hope, oh gosh, I just hope Miss is it Is it Marcus that she's
Yes.
with? Who?
Yeah,
Marcus
she's
Stewart.
she's
Mhm.
banging Marcus.
Marcus, come on, Marcus. No kids, man. No kids. Come on, no kids, because you're making this weirder. Like,
Is she still old? Isn't she too old for kids?
how
She
Byron,
pushing
how old is
it.
this
She
woman?
pushing it.
Ugh, that's a good question. How old is she? Let's see. She is 48.
She's
Wow.
too old for
Okay.
kids.
Yeah, she might be. She
48
passed
years
that.
old. She'll be 49 in July.
Hey,
So-
you know what to do, Marcus. You know what to do. You know what to do.
Byron, what he need to do?
Sadly, he's probably already doing it. He's probably shooting
But after you're done, skedaddle.
Get him out of there, yo. Get him out of there, yo.
she might skedaddle first. Who knows, man?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I hope that's not true. That when you put in Google, they're saying that she plans to change her last name to Jordan.
Yo, I ain't gonna get into it, yo.
Yo,
The times we live in,
bro.
times we live in.
Oh man.
Yo, oh gosh. Oh,
Man, they talking about she never had an off day while she was still married. Like, yo, this stuff is
yo,
wild.
she said she ain't have an off day, yo.
So hold up, if they was banging for 23 years, that mean he was hitting it while he was. Oh God, wait a minute, hold up.
No, I don't think it's necessarily just him.
Oh,
So
but
hold up, wait a minute. You mean it wasn't just him?
I'm saying, like, if they had it 4 times a night when she was still married, I don't like Crevonte said, it couldn't have. He's on the road and stuff, bro. So
Okay.
she
You know what?
just
I'm not
switched.
even gonna get into it. I'm just leave it alone. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I'm just saying, bro. You travel everywhere, bro.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Come on, dog. Because now.
Let's give it up one more. Oh Lord. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to, because I'm making more. I'm. The more I think about it, the more I come up with stuff. So let me just stop.
Anything. I'm done. I don't want to talk about this now.
Let's give it one more time. Let's give it one more time for Erika Fernandez, who joined us. Make sure y'all tap in and follow her. Big ups to her.
She had 4 kids, Justin. She had 4 kids.
Yep. Including Scotty Jr.
Oh wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Make sure you follow Erika at Curls and Sports. That is all we have tonight. What a way to end it on that note. Jersey Dre. How can they start their day with a cup of Dre and each and every day on WEAA? What you got going on, my brother?
Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. And then, of course, every Monday here with my brothers as we conclude Women's History Month next week.
Oh, wow.
We got a very special guest on deck, and then we're going to get ready from Women's History Month into the draft with even more special guests as well. So can't wait.
Big Raj. How can they keep up with the channel, man? What we got? How many kids you got? 4?
4 kids.
4 kids. Including Scotty Jr.
Oh,
Big
yes.
Raj. What's going on the channel, man?
Hey man, you already know what's going popping off right now, man. Oh, you know I love this music. Yes. But yes, AEW Dynamite on Wednesday. You know, if you down in the chat, you know, check it out. We talk a bunch of wrestling, AEW wrestling. I'm pretty sure we got some videos coming out during the week. More March Madness, of course, more upsets. Probably more Ravens news. This Lamar Jackson interview might hit sometime this week, maybe next week. We're going to start these player profiles pretty soon, though, so look out for that. We got the player profiles for the NFL draft is coming up on the channel as well. So, and of course, WrestleMania in about 2 weeks now?
Yes, so we got Orioles season starts next week. We got baseball to talk about. We got Orioles videos, WrestleMania videos, Ravens videos. So stay tuned. Hit the bell.
Yeah, stay tuned. Hit the bell. If you enjoyed yourself tonight, you know, tell a friend and tell another friend. Hit that subscribe button. It only grows us. and it continues to, keep us popping off and moving very, very far in life. So we appreciate everyone who was in the chat tonight. And of course, Mark, with that 10 ball, we definitely appreciate you, brother, as always, man.
Yes, Mark. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, everybody in the chat.
Hit that like and subscribe button for real.
Thank you once again to Erika, everybody in the chat. All the likes, all the love, subscribes, votes on the poll. Mark again your donation. Be live Wednesday. More of content coming. Be nonstop the next couple of weeks. Busy week. Got WrestleMania, baseball season, NCAA tournament. So we'll talk about it on the Flex Zone Podcast. Only place giving you sports, fellas. How you want it?
When you need it.
When you need
If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. We'll be back next week, episode 386, concluding our Women's History Month celebration as we inch closer to the official first day of spring, but we head towards April and more. For Crevonte, Dre, and Big Raj, God's favorite host, signing off. Everybody, thanks again for the love and support. Until next time, we gone.
Peace.